Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for Workshop Wednesday. This week I completely forgot that I had an event, so I'm having to do a pre-recorded video, but I appreciate you joining me. Normally they don't have this event on a Wednesday, and I'm not sure why this month it's on a Wednesday, but I had prior commitment to that, not even realizing it was on a Wednesday. So a couple of things going on is registrations open for my spring fling event, similar to my Galentine's, but now everything's going to be like floral and spring inspired. You will receive, I'm going to show you a sneak peek of the tote. It is a spring tote, and all your goodies are going to go inside this tote. And I will show you the projects. I think I did like 4 fun folds. So this is one of them. This one, this is your regular card, I should say. They're all multi-layered. Here's another one. It goes like this and like this. And this one, oops, I have a piece of ribbon on it. It goes like this, and it'll stand for your recipient, and you put the your message on the back. I keep this one closed with a little pin. This one is a shaker card. See those gold shakers in there? And this one is a pop-up. Ta-da! So I guess it would go like this, so you could see the flowers. So it says, thank you so very much. And so those are the projects that you'll do at the Spring Fling. These are a little bit more detailed than the last event. So if you do the in-person, which is April 11th, it is going to be a $50 fee. You're going to get your tote, you're going to get your project packets, you're going to get over $20 to $25, I believe, in Stampin' Up! Product that you'll use on your cards. You're going to get a lot of pillow gifts. I have some fun pillow gifts. There's one of them's going to be a personalized item, and we will have some snacks and drinks. So there's a to-go option, so you could buy the to-go kit. You'll get everything the same as the in-person other than the snacks and the drinks. And it's like $8 more. It's $58, and that's to cover the shipping. And then you can always buy just the PDF to make my 5 or 6 cards. I already forgot. 6 cards. But they're very detailed. They're easy once you make them, but there's a lot of layers. So we use the lovely arrangements bundle with it, and you can add that to your class kit as well if you'd like to have your own. So registration on that is going to end the 8th, even though the in-person is on the 11th and the kits will ship on the 11th. I'm going to do a quick turnaround and have the stuff shipped overnight from Stampin' Up. So if you have any questions, let me know. I will have all the links below. And today's card is going to be this card. It's not a fun fold or anything, but it's simple, but got a lot of layers as well. And if you want the PDF tutorial, just join my email list. And now when you get this tutorial, you also get my Fun Fold Friday one, and you'll get it prior to the Friday video posting, so you can have all your supplies ready in case. Product of the month. Currently, the new one hasn't come out for April, but you will earn my tutorial if you spend $75, and then you get the product of the month. Whether you choose the product of the month, if you spend $75, you're gonna get the tutorial. This is the tutorial for this one, because we haven't done our new one because we haven't got the product yet. I think that is it. Oh, new catalog. If you're a demonstrator, Stampin' Up! Will send you one. If you have ordered from me in the last 6 months, I will send you one. If you don't meet either of those criteria, just email me, let me know you want one, and I will get one out to you. So on that note, I want to show you some of the new in color cards that I made. This is Crisp Cantaloupe. This is Hydrangea Hue. I gotta remember these names. Peaceful Pine, I think. And this is, oh my gosh, I love this stamp set. That's why I've been using it. I think it's Waterside Retreat, maybe. This is Barely Blush, and it is a really light color. And Golden Glow. So I hope I got all those names correct. But yes, these, I just wanted to share those with you. So those are the new in colors. So now I think that's it, other than share my video and you'll be entered into a prize drawing. And give me some likes, some loves, whether you're watching me on Facebook or YouTube. You know, it all helps algorithms, a word I can't. There was one thing I forgot. I knew I was forgetting something. So next Tuesday, registration ends for my April Let's Create craft kit. And we are using the Filled with Sweetness bundle. This is one of the cards that you'll make. You're gonna make a couple of tags. You're gonna make this card, and this cute little box that holds a jar of strawberry jam. And your strawberry jam will come in your kit as well. Again, you're gonna get over $25 worth of Stampin' Up! Product, which is you'll get the dots, you'll get the ribbon, and then the designer series paper to put your projects together. So again, next Tuesday, registration ends for this kit, and that cost is $45. So I will, again, have the link to that one below as well. So on YouTube, the links are always in the description. On Facebook, they're in the comments, because for whatever reason in Facebook, if you put them up in your description, those don't get seen. I'm not sure what, you know, Facebook don't put them. So anyway, that was the last thing. Now let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So let me show you what we're going to use first. So we're going to use Cajun Craze ink. That's the only ink we're using. We're going to use the Simply Said stamp set. This one is just a sentiment stamp set. I love this one because you can use it for so many things. This coordinates with a lot of our ephemera packs. So when you just need a sentiment and you want to use the ephemera pack to put some cards together quickly, the Simply Said one is a great stamp set. We're going to use some linen thread. I barely have any left there. We're going to use the Party Banner dies. You know, these are some great dies. We're actually going to use the two smallest, the smallest and second to the smallest. And I wanted to use the Nest of Winter Designer Series paper. This is still available. It seems like, you know, we've had it for a while, which we had, but there's so many pretty patterns, and I have so much of it left, and I wanted to use it because I need to use it this DSP. So we're going to use these two patterns here. I believe I already have pulled out what I need, but let's see. And then we're going to use the earthy matted dots. So this is Cajun Craze, and that's why I'm going with the Cajun Craze ink. So let's get started. So on the card, I'm using 4 1/4 by 11, and I'm folding it in half this way. Now you can use a 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 and then just have it open the other direction. But I'm using a 4 1/4 by 11. So let's get our trimmer out because we are going to need, I guess I need to open up my own instructions and get my measurements. And remember, you get the PDF tutorial if you are on my email list. So again, 4 1/4 by 11 gray granite. And then we're gonna do, a 3 by 5 1/2. So I think this might already be 3 by 5 1/2 piece of, I'm calling this the birch pattern. Not really sure. I guess you could call it wood. And we're gonna die cut the 3 of the smallest banners out of here. So let me get my cut and emboss machine and make sure I stay in that camera. So we're gonna actually use this as a layer. So it's up to you. This is this bottom layer here. So I don't wanna like waste, but like you're not gonna see underneath. So that's why we're cutting these 3 banners. And just make sure that, you fit them. You're going to have this area still clear. So you fit them in between so that you can't tell that we die cut our banners. I'm going to swing this back over and grab our next one. You should be able to cut out all 3 banners. But it's up to you. If you don't want to cut them out and then use it as a layer, just use it as a layer and then use another piece of designer series paper. But nobody is ever going to know that underneath your layer, because we're going to put a layer of cardstock on top of it, that your, banners were cut out of it. And since I got the cut and emboss machine out, we're going to cut our second to the smallest banners out. So again, this is going to be our layer. So save that. I'm going to grab this one and I'm going to cut 3 of the second to the smallest. And this designer series paper here, I'm calling it the gray granite background, because this is gray granite in the background and some of the others have the white background. So let's cut again 3 of this. This paper is so pretty and I have not used it. I'm trying to, on my projects, I'm trying to use that designer series paper that I have. How many times have we not used designer series paper that we have sitting in our craft room? Raise your hand. I know I can't be the only one. Sometimes I feel like I'm a designer series paper hoarder because I don't use it all. All right, so we got our banners cut. So let's go ahead and go back to our card. Make sure I glue it the right way. The other day I did mine upside down. Had to pull it apart. Thank goodness I put it on with dimensionals. So we're just going to glue this piece on and we're going to center it. You can add some glue through these little areas that we cut the banners out from. Let me put my glue over here and again, just across the center of our card. And straighten it. And see, nobody's gonna know that these banners were cut out. So then now we're gonna need a 2 1/2 by 5 1/2 piece of gray granite. So let's go 5 1/2 by 2 1/2. And then we are going to glue that right over so that we just have this peeking out. So we'll glue that on. And this card is Such a quick and easy card. Again, I'm sorry I had to do this pre-recorded video. I need to start looking at my calendar when usually I have always left Wednesdays open. But this event I could not change. So these, I'm going to kind of try and put them in the order that I cut them. Is this the right way? Or does it go this way? Nope. How come this one looks like it goes here? This way it goes, I believe. There we go. It's not like you're going to see it because we're going to put the other banners on them. So what I'm going to do is add these small banners with dimensionals. And you know what? I'm using up my black dimensionals because I have so many black dimensionals. And we want to use them up. And this is just going to go in the center. Center these on each of your banners. You hardly see this one in the background. All right, so now we're going to attach these with dimensionals. These, these black, I don't know why okay, that's not going to be any good anymore. It's funny how once the dimensional backing comes off and then it re-sticks, it doesn't come off. But what I was starting to say is these black ones, the backing comes off super easy, look. And I got the sniffles again. Allergies, allergies, allergies. So to put these on, what I like to do is I put my left one first and I just kind of lay it there. I don't actually smush it down yet. And then I'll put my right one, and I can already see that this one I put on crooked, the white one, and then put this one the center. That way I could see where I'm spacing them and they're spaced evenly. This one I think can get turned a little. So now I'll go ahead and adhere them all the way down. This one looks funny, and it's because my small banner is not centered. It's a little slanted. All right, so those are on. So this is super easy. Here we need a 1/2 inch by 4.5, which I think this is cut already. These I saved from when I cut my inside of my, the inside of the card base. I save all these. These are the scraps from 5 1/4 by 4 pieces of cardstock. And we're going to stamp. Let's celebrate. This one's happy birthday. Let's celebrate in Cajun Craze ink right in the center of this. And again, this is a 1/2 inch by 4. I'm going to leave that out for a minute because we're going to use it again on our inside. And we're just going to lay this across. I'm doing a space in between just because of our spaces, but you could add glue all the way across. And then just right across the center of those banners, we're going to add that. And I'm going to go ahead and do the inside. So I put my sentiment on the inside at an angle. It's up to you. I will show you. We can do it just across the center, and then you can decide how you would like yours. So again, I'm using Cajun Craze. And then this is going to go to the inside. I wanted to do the inside before I added our bow and our dots on the outside. All right. And we'll just adhere that one. Excuse me. Okay, now I can close this up. We're gonna tie a double linen thread bow. I wish we had like every color of linen thread. Linen thread is my favorite to make bows with. And we will work that bow. My ribbon scissors. Cut. We need a mini glue dot. How many of you have the party banner dies? I love the party banner dies. And again, I don't use them enough. So we're gonna put our bow on the last banner. Let's get our earthy matted dots. And we're gonna use the early espresso ones on the sentiment here. And I'm using the big ones. Put one here, one here. We're gonna use our Cajun Craze. Add one here, one here, one down here, and one down here. All right, that is our card. Super duper easy, right? And look at the layers. How many layers do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers on this card, but super quick and easy. And there's the cards. And so on this one, I did it at the angle. And that's what my instructions say. But this one, I did it straight on in the center. So you decide how you want to put it. And, you know, this is a very nice masculine card as well. You know, a lot of times we're looking for masculine cards. And this one is a perfect one. All right, everybody, thank you for joining me. Sorry that I had to do a pre-recorded video, but I will be back live next week. And join me on Friday for my Fun Fold Friday. I'm going to be making my swap card that I took to on stage for you. All right, take care, everybody. Bye.